Hello everyone. Welcome to Bright Heart Mystic Oracles. Today is Monday, August 26, 2024. I'd like to put the date for grounding purposes, but I deeply believe that these messages are timeless. So whenever you see this video, that is when it was meant for you. I thought today, I feel pulled to the Naked Heart Tarot by Jillian C. Wilde. I've always found this to be a very intense tarot deck, but I've always feel like I've gotten really good readings from it. So I also, for some reason today, I'm feeling like that we need to do a Celtic Cross reading. That's the reading that I had done for years in almost every tarot reading I did for many, many years when I would read for individual people. So someone needs this reading today. Okay, Spirit. 2. Okay, I'm getting the shuffle twice. Okay. 1. 2. Okay. 2 and cut. Okay. Oh, all right. It says we're good. Taking from the top. Okay, our significator, so that's the overall theme of today's reading, is the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands. Look at those beautiful sunflowers. The Four of Wands is definitely a celebration card, some kind of happy event. Sometimes I feel like it can be the culmination or the next step, okay, in a situation. So, for example, when I originally learned tarot, the Three of Wands was often a initial completion of a project. So it was kind of like the first step towards something, but it wasn't the final goal. And then the 4 was the celebration after the initial completion. So it doesn't mean that there's not more to come in the future around a particular situation. And there might be obstacles and challenges, but at this moment, it is a completion of something and the celebration right after the completion. Okay, that's the significator. So that's the overall theme of our reading. Our crossing card. So that is what crosses the significator, and that can mean either getting in the way of it fully expressing itself. Sometimes it's also just something that works alongside with it. It's not always something obstacle related. The 5, the Sage. So that would be similar to the Hierophant in the traditional tarot, the Sage. So there's definitely something here about this is, oh, what a beautiful card. Wow. I love how there's this plant growing up out of the ground, and then there's this book on it. So it's like, it feels like it's integrating the kind of mind and the intellectual and the knowledge with kind of the groundedness and like trusting the earth. Maybe it has to do with like, it almost makes me think of like grassroots kind of stuff, which would make sense because I do a lot of like grassroots community organizing around civic engagement and stuff like that. Wow. This card's amazing. And then look at the top, the eye. So it's like also trusting what you see, trusting your intuition. And then there's also this, right next to the eye, it almost looks like a high heel. So it's something about like I think it's like a strong woman energy. So yes, something to celebrate. something that's really integrated. I guess I feel like that is the crossing card. It's something that's very integrated to be celebrated, or a need for integrating something so that you can celebrate. Okay, so that's what we're getting so far. Then we've got the crowning or the covering card, which is the Heart of Pentacles. The Heart of Pentacles. Okay, that is very similar, significant of the Queen of Pentacles. Well, whatever this reading is and whoever needs to hear it, there's definitely stuff going on around like strong women, strong woman energy. Because the Queen of Pentacles, and look at that buffalo. With the buffalo in the native tradition also signifies prayer and abundance. So that Queen of Pentacles, it's also something combining groundedness, but also look at those beautiful flowers. So there's like this elegance, this classiness, something like that. And this is the atmosphere hanging over you. So there's something about the strong, independent, but yet caring, sensual, connected woman that has to do with this situation. Wow. Okay, that's our crowning or covering card. Our base of the matter, so this is what's going on under the surface that we might not be consciously aware of. That's the Ace of Cups. Interesting. The Ace of Cups. As the foundation of what's going on under the surface. Again, that you might not be consciously aware of. So that's the thing that's really driving under the surface this reading. So the Ace of Cups. Well, we know Aces of Cups are new beginnings. So it's definitely a new beginning around something having to do with emotion and something that we care deeply about. Something that you care deeply about having a new beginning. And look how those scales on the creature are kind of wrapped around the cup. That's really an interesting symbolism, isn't it? Again, there's like an interesting earthiness, or even a like, I almost get this feeling of like a kind of, again, there's this word integration keeps popping into my head. Something about even integrating, because this creature has like scales on the bottom of it. So what is it, like a squid or an octopus or something? Which sometimes can be viewed kind of negatively, or maybe even we have seen ourselves as not, I don't know, not attractive or something like that. But that wrapping around this cup to me means like that something's coming together to even maybe be healed again, or integrated, like self-acceptance, accepting ourselves exactly how we are, and that, oh, no matter what, we're beautiful how we are. And it's okay to have this new beginning, no matter what maybe we've done in the past, or how we felt about ourselves, or even how we looked or something. I'm kind of getting that feeling. And that's the base of the matter. So to me, it's like self-acceptance, and whatever is going on or has gone on, you deserve it. Okay, then we have past influences. The Nine of Cups. Okay, past influences, the Nine of Cups. Well, that's definitely the wish fulfillment card. Dreams coming true, past influences. Look at that beautiful earth. Past influences. So I feel like there's something that you have been wanting to do, something that you've been dreaming about that maybe you didn't think was possible. And this is telling you that no, that was a good thing to be dreaming about. So maybe resurrecting something from the past, or something in the recent past. Forthcoming influences is the Three of Pentacles, the collaboration card. Okay, wow. Oh gosh, I love this Three of Pentacles. Okay, and you can see these three ants. And ants, my understanding of ants is that they signify patience. And look, it's climbing some kind of wall to get to some kind of cool, positive outcome. Definitely something about collaboration. So, past being the something that you were interested in, wanting to do, etc., but didn't really believe that you could, and that somehow it will involve collaboration with other people. Where one finds oneself. So this is kind of a bit of a future extension of where you are now. Where one finds oneself. The Lovers. Okay. Look at those two eagles. There's a certain mirroring element in this card that I found really interesting. So, and I also feel like if the situation that you're dealing with has something to do with a love relationship, that the Lovers, that being in the where one finds oneself, is that somehow this concept related to the Lovers has something to do with the answer to whatever your question is or what you're thinking about. The other thing with the Lovers is that it also signifies to me the importance of like who we choose to love, like the people that we choose to have in our lives in a really deep way, and the people that we choose to have in our very close connected circle. So I feel like this card is saying that it's almost like a discernment, a need for some kind of discernment, and making sure that you are paying attention to the certain kinds of qualities and things of the people you have around you. Views of others. So this is how others around you would view the situation. The Spirit of Wands. Spirit of Wands. All right, let me consult the book quickly because I cannot remember. I don't use this deck enough. If the Spirit signifies the Knight or the King. Oh, it's the King. Okay, the Spirits are always the King. Okay, the movement cards are Knights. The Spirit is the King. So this is the King of Wands. Interesting. We have the Queen of Pentacles for our atmosphere hanging over us, and we have the King of Wands or the Spirit of Wands and the views of others. So I almost get the feeling that others around you view you as a leader, and that there's potential for you to be a leader in whatever this particular situation is. And then here we have another lizard. Or we have a lizard. We have a lizard, and then we have this kind of scaly creature here too. Interesting. So there's maybe something about connecting earth and water. We've also got the fox. And the fox is interesting because, sometimes it can signify things like camouflage. It can also signify, being really smart and like being able to think on your feet, being sly like a fox, etc. So I feel like there's a kind of an interesting combination here. And with that fox being kind of there integrated with this lizard, I almost get the feeling of, what's the word I'm looking for? I kind of get this feeling it's like the fox is a little bit in the background. And so it's like you actually have a lot of potential for leadership that others see, but you might not see it as much in yourself. And so it's okay to kind of seek out some support and a reassurance around something that you might even need some help or guidance on. Hopes and fears. High Priestess. Wow, that's a beautiful High Priestess card. Hopes and fears. Okay, I always say hopes and fears. Every stick has two ends. So at the same time that we hope for something, on the other side, we sometimes fear it or fear the opposite of it, especially if there's something that we're like really excited about. And then part of us like, I'm almost scared to be excited about it because what if it doesn't turn out the way that I thought it might? And this card, with it being the High Priestess and being in touch with our intuition, I feel like it's saying something like, yes, your hope is that you can trust your intuition. Your fear maybe I can't trust my intuition. But this card is very balanced. Look at the eyes on that owl. Is it an owl? To me, it feels like an owl, the face, for sure. So it's like, look at the intensity of the face and how connected. That owl is like, oh yeah, I trust my strength. I'm strong, I know. And look at the little symbols of the female and the male. So there's something about balancing maybe the masculine and the feminine in this card. And then even the moon on top, or the sun with the two quarter moons on the side. Yeah, I feel like this is again about some kind of balance, but like really, yes, being like, oh, I hope I can trust my intuition about this situation. You can. You can always trust your intuition. But it's also normal to have those feelings of not being sure if you can trust your intuition. That's a very normal human thing. And then the final outcome is the Hanged Man, bat. See, it's interesting because in a native tradition symbology that I have been aware of for many years, the bat also is the signifier of rebirth. So that's interesting. So final outcome, the Hanged Man. So I guess I feel like this is kind of saying something like, whatever the situation that's going on here, you may not have total 100% clarity or concrete outcome right away. So you may still be in this energy of not being totally clear about everything, needing to surrender. Also, yes, needing to surrender. But you can trust that by surrendering, everything's fine. You're going to be okay. Because you can see, look how this bat is, even though, well, see, this is interesting too, because the hangman being like upside down, a bat is up, like a bat, this is the way a bat like comfortably sleeps, right? Upside down. So it's almost like the hanged man, but in this case, the hanged man is hanging like how it would normally hang. And then you've got these strong tree branches that are actually supporting it. So I feel like, again, it's about balance. There's something throughout this reading that has to do with some balance as well. Okay, so let's see here. Let's see if we can sum up quickly. Okay, 17 minutes. So I wanted this to be like 20 minutes or less. That was my goal. Okay, let me see if I can get a message from Spirit to kind of sum all this up. Okay, so the overall message is you're at a place where you're starting to see some success around something, and you need to celebrate that. You need to take the time to honor and celebrate that Four of Wands. And you're wise and you know your best path. And it's okay to consult some outside guidance sources, reading different things, maybe looking at different spiritual traditions, listening to wise sages, etc., to help give you some guidance. And what you are moving toward, the foundation of all this is about a new beginning around something that makes you really happy. So like being more heart open, healing any issues with your kind of heart chakra, and trusting that it's okay to feel and okay to like have optimism and good feelings about things, and that the dream of something that you've been thinking about, that you were like so scared that there was no possibility of, no, it is a possibility. You can do it. And there's a potential for collaboration moving forward, and being patient. The need to be patient as you see something come to fruition. And you also need to use your discernment around who are the people that you closely align with and trust and really speak to and get deeply involved in even projects, communications. Who do you confide in? We have to be aware. Not everybody always has our best interests at heart. So we need to trust our intuition and our feelings and our ability to discern that as we make such decisions. The King of Wands, other people around you know what kind of potential you have to be a leader. They may see something in you that you don't even quite see yourself, and that's okay. It's okay to sometimes lean on others a bit. I call it outsourcing our self-esteem. I sometimes do that when I'm maybe feeling bad about myself, and I'll reach out to someone else and say, I'm feeling XYZ and it doesn't feel good. Could you tell me if I'm being rational? And usually they say, nope, you're not being rational. You're awesome. And then I say, thank you. Today, I'm not able to do it for myself, so it's okay to lean on others. You can trust your intuition. You're not going to have a totally clear, concrete manifestation of whatever this is that you're involved in, but you are on the right path. There is no doubt with the Hangman. So hang in there, stay strong, trust yourself, trust your intuition, and like stay connected to the divine and the earth. As above, so below. Everything's interconnected. Everything's interconnected and everything's going to be okay. That's the feeling I get. All right. Thank you so much for watching this Celtic Cross tarot reading. I will put the deck, I'll list the deck in my description as usual. If you're interested in a personal reading, please reach out to me at dduncan7@gmail.com. I'll also put that in the description box. If any of this content resonates with you, please like, and if you are so motivated, please subscribe to this channel. This is a general reading for the collective, so it will not resonate with everybody, but it will hopefully resonate with the people it's supposed to resonate with. I will see you all again very soon. I hope you're having a wonderful Monday. Take care. Aho. All for now. Bye.